Okay, watching the most vile creature. I said creature. The most vile villain ever in media. Go straight into it, make sure to like and subscribe. Here we go.
Who's the most vile villain ever in media? A hard question to answer. There's plenty of candidates for this title, and across a variety of different genres. Some people may think of Scar from The Lion King. A lion so obsessed with power that he killed his own brother for the throne. His own brother! My dog, Mufasa. Shoving the blame on his nephew, forcing him to leave their home Pride Rock, and turning Pride Rock into a dry, desolate wasteland. That's evil. Or maybe that's not enough, and you think of someone like Michael Myers, the literal embodiment of evil, who terrorized his hometown of Haddonfield with his ability to never freaking die. These are both good candidates for the title. You could even call them great, but when I say vile, I mean vile. Someone like Homelander. Now that dude is more like it. I've expressed my distaste for this dude before, but season 4, this dude is on a whole nother level. In the earlier seasons, it was already
Spoiler alert, everybody.
very clear how messed up in the head this dude was, with him doing things like letting a plane full of people die, the creation of Ryan, dated Stormfront, killed Black Noir, called A-Train fat. The list goes on and on. To sum it all up, he beefed with a baby. A baby. At least when I beef with babies, it's for a good reason. The point is, this dude was already a bad, hilarious guy who shows no remorse for any of the decisions he makes. So when I say in season 4 things got worse, just know things got worse. Season 4 starts how any other season starts. Huey off somewhere and wearing a Minecraft shirt, Frenchie doing French things, Starlight chatting it up, Butcher doing his typical, "Oi Huey, Homelander's got me son." The usual. But Homelander, there was something off about Homelander. He seemed more on edge, he seemed more unstable, and it made me more scared of him than ever. I mean, literally, every time he's on screen this season, I just assume someone's about to get lazy. And like 60% of the time, I'm right. This is because Homelander was stressed like never before. Going through a midlife crisis, tired of yes men, troubles with his son, and on top of all of that, he had identity issues worse than the Dominican. I know black. And after several attempts of fixing these issues and failing over and over and over again, Homelander decides to deal with these issues by destroying what he believes is the root of the problem, his humanity. Which leads to him doing possibly the most messed up thing he's done to date when he arrives at the lab where he was made. He comes in with a cake. But he's not here to celebrate with these people. You see, this lab was where Homelander was raised, and these people are the ones that raised him. And by raised, I mean they experimented on him, isolated him, and worst of all, showed him zero love when he was a baby. He grew up to be a monster, and that's still messed up. So these people kinda deserved what came next. Homelander, with the calmest expression on his face, enacts his revenge on every single one of them in the most brutal way. Tosses the first dude in this oven room where he used to put Homelander when he was little. Made the second dude, I can't even say I'm trying to get paid, but I'll put it this way. He made this man perform the most vigorous / embarrassing forearm workout in front of all of his colleagues while laughing at him. And this scene was so hard to watch because, as Homelander said, his life was quite literally in his hands. Come on, bruh. This is an old man. His Peter don't even work like that no more. And he had performance anxiety? Yeah, he stood no chance. At this point, if I was one of the workers, I would have been up there laughing with Homelander to avoid what happens next. Because after putting old dude out of his misery, Homelander murks everyone in the lab, in brutal fashion too, and leaves the director of the lab sealed in there with all their rotting bodies. Yeah. Then you had his plan for internment camps and what he just did to Webweaver, and yeah, this man is a monster. If it wasn't for the other people on this list being even more devious, and this episode low-key making you empathize with Homelander in his past, he'd be number 1, no question about it. But someone like Sid from Toy Story, I cannot sympathize with that kid at all. Now I know what you're thinking, it sounds outlandish, it sounds like I'm joking, but I'm not. While Andy is a good owner to his toys, takes care of them, plays with them, lays with them, Sid is the complete opposite. A lot of people don't talk about this guy because, oh, he's just a kid, but they don't see what I see. He's horrible. Imagine you took all the stuff he did to his toys, mutilating them, reassembling them, burning them, blowing them up, pimping them out, and applied those things to humans. That's a Netflix documentary waiting to happen. If Woody and the gang didn't traumatize his kid, he could have grown to be the next Dahmer, Bundy, Sukuna, and the only reason Sid ain't higher is because you got people like that Terrifier running around. Now this dude, real life, scares me. Not only is he a literal demon, but he's also a clown. And normally, I'm not scared of clowns at all. I'd be more scared to see a picture of the King of Pop than I would to see a clown on most days. But this dude, he got it. I'm terrified of him, no pun intended. If me and one of my friends saw this dude at night in the middle of an empty road, there would only be one option in that situation. All right, Derek, there's 2 of us and 1 of him. So I think if we just... Derek. Much like Michael Myers, this dude likes to pop out on Halloween and start murking people. Whoop-de-doo, what a surprise. But it's not this that makes him so scary. It's how he murks people. The Terrifier movies have a reputation for being extremely gory. So much gore that audience members threw up during the premiere of the second movie. And whether that be true or a marketing stunt, I can see why. I can't go over all the things he did in his movies without my video getting nuked off the face of the earth, but I can go over the nastiest, most messed up thing he's done in any of his movies. The hacksaw scene. And since I can't really show clips of the scene without them looking like you opened your eyes underwater, I'ma draw it out for you. Alright, so we got Terrifier here on the left, ready for the hacksaw scene, hacksaw in hand. And right next to him, we got this person, this girl, hung upside down, not looking very happy as we can see. And in the hacksaw scene, Terrifier takes the hacksaw and goes all the way up to about this area, and then he hits her with a bop. And that's the hacksaw scene. When it comes to being vile, Art the Clown has zero competitors standing in his way. It's a landslide, is what I would have said if it wasn't for...
Hey, everybody know ain't no party like a Diddy party, so...
Yeah, that's what's up.
Sean Diddy Combs, American rapper, producer, rich guy, we all know who he is. While every person I mentioned before this has committed atrocities in their respective movies and TV shows, this man is the exception. He's out here doing these things in real life. A lot of y'all probably know all the things he's been accused of, but if you don't,
disorderly conduct, breach of contract, tax evasion, embezzlement, illegal possession of a firearm, destruction of property, possession of controlled substances, illegal surveillance, battery, criminal coercion, battery, trafficking, and
now what if I told you that was only half the list? This is ridiculous. You would have thought he was going crime for crime with Bill Cosby. The accusations against this man were serious. When these accusations came out, news outlets were on it, YouTube was on it, Tubi made a documentary out of it. I mean, bro, my mom knew about it. That's a big deal. But these allegations weren't even the main topic of discussion. Cause forget Diddy doing some serious stuff. Blowing up Kid Cudi's car? Psh, who cares? What people really wanted to talk about was those elusive Diddy parties. There were these parties Diddy used to host where he invited the most popular people on the planet. Princes, actors, rappers, Oprah Winfrey, LeBron James, Mike Tyson, any popular person you could think of, they were there. It was like the ultimate Make-A-Wish Foundation gift. It seemed like so much fun. Who wouldn't want to be invited to a Diddy party? But when that clock hit 1 a.m. and that track list was from Party Rock to some Bryson Tiller, you would not want to be there. From what people say, after 1 a.m., then parties would turn into what they called freak-offs, where everyone would go into their respective rooms and see if they can match each other's freaks. And the way these people would talk about the bedrooms after 1 a.m. is like each one was a brand new chamber of secrets or something. You don't know what could be in there. All we know for certain is you have a higher chance of seeing someone like Steve Harvey in one of them rooms before you see someone like Kim Kardashian. Because from what people say, these rooms were almost exclusively famous men. You could have Meek Mill in the first room telling someone who passed out to second room could be as random as Dwight Howard and Steve from Blue's Clues, I don't know. And third room, I can only imagine. All I know for sure is that it probably smelled crazy. It's too many people with too much money and too much influence to cover everything up. And that means every single one of those people who went to one of those parties is immediately on a watch list. Alright, who edited this photo? But obviously not everybody could have gone freak for freak with Diddy. There had to be some exceptions, some people who said no. Like I can't imagine him approaching Iron Mike on that type of timing. Could you imagine Diddy slowly trying to creep up on Mike? Hey, so I was thinking, get your hands off me, motherfucker. And to make things worse, people are even saying that Diddy was illegally recording everyone getting their freak on at his party so he could use it as blackmail later. So that makes another list we're never getting. This, all the accusations and all these other things floating around like his weird behavior towards Usher and Justin Bieber and his possible involvement with Tupac and Biggie's death gives Sean Diddy Combs the strongest case for the most vile villain ever. And these all may just be accusations. But if I was a betting man, so to finally answer the question, who's the most vile villain ever? It's Griffith. That man's evil transcends fiction. And moral of the story? The Discord is now up, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, you can join it. You can join it. This is a beautiful server where you...
Okay, thank you for watching. If you like the video, probably give me a like, subscribe. I really appreciate it. I'm heading out. Hope y'all enjoyed the video. Peace.